Wow. Aston Villa have, for the first time in about 14 attempts, Unai Emery's first ever win. Aston Villa have done something that, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think I'd see in a very long time. Aston Villa have beaten Manchester City. They've beaten them 1-0 at home. 14 home Premier League wins in a row. Ah! Wow, how bloody exciting. Watching the Wolves game yesterday compared to this, what an amazing 90 minutes of football to see from Aston Villa. And overall, just the result as well. Like, I was coming into this game thinking, this is probably the best time we're going to have to play Manchester City. Rodri's out, KDB's out, no Doku, no Jack Grealish as well. They're in a bit of a bouncy bit of form right now, considering the game against Tottenham. We're in a decent bit of run of form ourselves, and oh, yes! How bloody amazing is it to see us win that game for 90 minutes, completely dominating Manchester City. Apparently, they're not having the shot on target until the 11th minute of the game. But, wow, just absolutely, wow, superb. I think, you know what, I was saying this to my mate when I was watching it, just like the Newcastle game at home last season when we won 3-0, the premonition, the build-up to the game beforehand, just how much palpable tension was going into it, feeling of the excitement and also the possible ramifications behind it. And tonight, this is a massive 3 points for Aston Villa. And just, I kid you not, I was in shock for the whole game. The amount of chances, the football we was playing as well, the goal from Leon Bailey, and ultimately the result, it's got me jumping about up in it. It's got me excited. And, they clearly showed it. They've absolutely shown it. Perhaps one of the best performances, it's not the best performance this season, perhaps one of the best performances I've ever seen from an Aston Villa team. For 90 minutes, absolutely superb. Completely controlled the game. City did not look like they want to be there. Like I said, apart from the first 10 minutes where they were sort of getting into the game a bit, the double save from Emi Martinez from Haaland, brilliant stuff from there. But from that point, Villa absolutely dominated the game. And it reflects in the result. We got the result that we absolutely deserve, and it is truly mind-blowing to see the amount of chances that we're creating, the fluidity in the team. Someone like Yuri Tielemans, who, at first it seemed like he's having a bit of a rocket patch trying to get used to the club, but now that he's found his rhythm, now that he's found that form, what a run of momentum a player can have when you have that little bit of confidence. And look at the confidence that is exuding from Tielemans when he's playing. That is what we signed him for. That was what the hype was around him when we got him in the summer. Really starting to blend well into that midfield. Leon Bailey. I know Nathan's already made videos on it, and you know Nathan's opinions on it. He's been a bit of a mixed bag of signings since we've had him, but that has got to be his best performance I've ever seen of him. I like him to that debut we saw at Everton with the 2 goals. What an exceptional performance he had, and ultimately how fitting is it, the performance that he does have, he goes and gets the goal that wins the match, because he was absolutely immense. Just the control that he had with the ball tonight, the flowing confidence to take on that bit of creativity and flair, and just ultimately, this is the Leon Bailey that we've signed him for. And quite frankly, if we were going on game time, that is what you pay your money for, because that was an absolutely superb performance from him. Definitely the man of the match for the game for me. You could say for everybody, the performance that everybody put in was superb to watch tonight. I will have some little nitpicks. Obviously, from a relative standpoint, there were about 2 chances we should have buried as well. The Pau Torres chance, Douglas Luiz towards the end. There's 2 or 3 chances there that we could have buried and perhaps gone a greater scoreline. But, it doesn't really matter in the sense, because ultimately we're going to be remembering the score anyway. We're going to be remembering the victory, and we're going to remember the performance, because it was absolutely superb. I would also like to say Kamara, whilst I didn't think he was perhaps as bad as everybody else, in terms of if there has to be someone on the pitch that had a bit of a weaker game, I did think it was Kamara. Just mainly in the first half, the amount of balls that he's giving away, and just watching him going forward, it just doesn't seem like his natural game. It just seems like he has to be defensive, because anything else that requires him to go into an attacking purpose, it just doesn't seem to be in his repertoire. But it's what he brings defensively. It's what he brings to that core midfield and providing that shield to the defence. And ultimately he did that. Pau Torres superb as well. The amount of passes he was making as well to bring that attack forward along the pitch as well to City. Really great to see. Carlos absolutely pocketing Erling Haaland as well. Ezri Konsa having another superb game. Digne was a superb game from him. So really good chances on the edge of the box. Spreading a lot of the width out wide to really challenge players like Kyle Walker. which is nice to see. McGinn doing his usual flair. Douglas Luiz connecting between the two. Watkins holding the ball up as well. I thought he had a little bit of a quieter game as well, to be fair. But like I said, when you've got players like Leon Bailey as well that are going to be there, that's what you're going to be needing. And ultimately, that is what we're seeing tonight. Just an absolutely superb game tonight. A real defining victory. Again, like I said, this is one of those results that I'm going to remember for a long time. Because like I said, it just doesn't feel like you're ever expecting us to beat City, given the amount of attempts, the amount of games we've had to see. I know we got the draw last season at home, and I was going into this game with some confidence, but it's one thing saying it to happen, but to actually see it come to fruition is just mind-blowing to see as well. Obviously, next game then is Arsenal at home. And I'm going to say it now. Should we go into that game, come out of it with nothing less than a draw, could we be in contention for a title challenge? Probably not. I don't think we are title challengers, really. I think ultimately for us, it is trying to solidify us as a top 6 team. But anything like a draw or even possible win would do us the mountain of good. But like I said, Arsenal in a good run of form as well. May not have the best of performances at the moment, but they're getting the job done and getting the points there. So that is one thing that we're going to have to look out for there. But overall, a truly immensely proud game to watch tonight from the boys. Incredible results we've achieved tonight. And I just couldn't be more happy with the team. So leave in the comments down below and on the social pages what you thought. Aston Villa 1, Man City 0. Come on, the fucking Villa.